Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are diving into a review of the beast that is very close to my heart, Toyota Tundra. If you guys are also in the market for a powerful, reliable and surprisingly family-friendly truck, then stick around. I've been really lucky to experience the Tundra up close. And let me tell you, it's got a lot to offer. Whether you're a truck enthusiast or a family person, this has something for everyone. All right, guys, the first thing that I want to really talk about is the ride quality. One of the many things that Toyota really nailed with the Tundra is the smoothness of the drive. I mean, we are talking about double wishbone coil spring suspension in the front, 5-point multi-link rear suspension in the back, fully boxed steel ladder frame. All these elements put together make for an incredibly comfortable ride, especially for long drives. When you're going to Banff or going to the mountains, this truck will feel really smooth and comfortable to drive. Now, Tundra is not only smooth on the long drive, but on a day-to-day basis when I go from home to work, on city roads, is incredibly smooth. Especially when you're taking turns, you feel like such a big truck, how will it handle when you're turning on a curve? It turns so smoothly and you feel so much in control. It feels like it's firmly planted on the ground, so you never feel that insecurity that it will topple around. One experience I would like to share with all of you. As a part of my job as a product advisor working at Ninja Toyota, we get a lot of trade-ins. A lot of customers, they trade in their other trucks to buy Toyota Tundra like Ford F-150, GMC Sierra, Chevy Silverado, you name it, Dodge Ram. So we get to drive all those trucks. And I'm not biased, but this is a genuine opinion that I'm sharing with you. By far, Toyota Tundra is the smoothest truck that I've driven. It doesn't feel bulky, and once you're inside it, it doesn't feel like you're driving such a big size truck. Whereas in other trucks that I've driven, it felt like I'm driving a bulky truck. So this is one thing which really stood out to me for Toyota Tundra. Second thing that I want to point out, now I'm a family guy, I have a 2-year-old kid. I need space in my truck. Look at my cabin, how spacious it is. I'm 6'2". I have enough space in my front cabin area. There's plenty of space on the passenger side, and here you go. This is the rear cabin. Look at the space. For my son Boris, his car seat is easily placed on the rear seat, and there's plenty of room to move and kick his legs when he's traveling with me, and he really enjoys that space. Plus, another benefit is the car seat sits very high up, so he gets to see outside the window very easily, which he really enjoys. Now, if you have 2 kids, you can put the second car seat on the other side also. And if you have more than 2 kids, then definitely you need a family van. Tundra might not be an option for you. For a family of 4, this is an incredible family vehicle. One thing I really like about Tundra is the driver-centric ergonomics. I like the size of the steering wheel. It's not too big, not too small, and nice and chunky grip in your hands, especially at this spot. 10 into 10, you get this nice elevation and it just fills your hand. All the steering mounted control, these are of course basic thing these days. And this is the multimedia screen. In higher trim levels like Limited and Platinum, you can get a 14-inch touchscreen also. Personally, I like the small screen as I find the big screen too distracting, but that's just me. Some people really like it. Now, one of the most distinguishing feature that I like in Tundra is the gear shifter. In a lot of trucks these days, you will find those dials, so you dial and shift it to drive mode or park mode. Personally, I love this shifter feel. I mean, you're driving a truck. When you use this, it feels like you're driving a truck. This is one thing I really want to appreciate Toyota for, as they like to stick with the traditional gear shifter. And here you have controls for your 4-wheel drive system, 2H, 4H and 4L. Just push it and shift it to the mode that you want. This dial is used to show different drive modes, so you can select Sport, Eco, normal, all these different modes, and then you have multi-terrain select, which is good when you're off-roading, and then down assist control, crawl control, tow haul mode, which is very nice and useful when you're towing. In here you'll see there are all buttons for air conditioning, increasing fan speed up and push it down to decrease the speed, same way for the temperature, and push it down. I really like the functionality. I am not a big fan of touch screen, so I personally like buttons, as your hand know exactly where to go and which control to use. And you have the rear differential lock right here. This is touch screen. Yes, you can just press this and it enters your Apple CarPlay. If you want to come out of Apple CarPlay, go to the Toyota app and it brings you inside your Toyota system. Here you have different settings. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is connectivity on this multimedia screen is wireless. The minute I step in, my phone is connected to the multimedia screen. I don't need to plug it in. On the higher end models, you do get a wireless phone charger here, so your phone can also get charged. Inside, lots of cup holders. I just keep my sanitizer here, and if I have some drink, I just use it here. Then here I have this Armor All cleaning tissues. This is nice. Inside you have a lot of space. Oops, it's a little dirty. Let's not open it. I usually keep my wallet here, so lots of storage space. Even on the side you have these cup holders here, so quite useful. Only one thing that I want to complain is the heated steering wheel control. Now when I'm driving and I want to switch off my heated steering wheel, I have to go here. This is the control here. I wish this control of heated steering wheel could be placed somewhere on the steering wheel. Then it becomes much more easier. Apart from that, everything is pretty good, easy to use. Now let's talk about safety. Trucks in general are safer than other vehicles. If you look in the front, it's got a big front area, and in here there's a lot of crumple zone, so even if you hit something, the shocks will never reach in your cabin area. In the rear also, this is where your cabin starts from, right? And then you have this 5.5 foot bed, so even if something hits you from behind, it's gonna hit your bed, and your cabin is way ahead, far away from the impact zone. So anybody sitting in the rear cabin is gonna be super safe. In addition to this structural safety provided by the truck, Toyota has given all the up-to-date safety features: blind spot monitor, lane departure alert, front pre-collision warning system, adaptive cruise control with lane tracing assist. And on the truck itself, you will see on the rear bumper, you have these parking sensors, and then the parking sensors are also located on the front bumper. A lot of people feel that, it will be so complicated to reverse or park a full-size truck, but with the help of these sensors and backup camera, it's not difficult at all. And at the rear, there's also a provision for automatic braking. So when you're reversing, you get too close to any object and you fail to apply brakes, the truck is gonna slam the brakes for you. What else do you need? So let me show you how these sensors on the rear bumper and front bumper actually work. So now when I'm gonna enter in my gate, you will see the front sensor start beeping if I'm getting too close to the gate. So I will reverse it a little bit and I'll show you the back sensor while I'm reversing. So now you will see on this backup camera, my rear sensor will start beeping at me. And we go back. Can you see this now? I'm still on a safe distance. If I keep getting closer, it will keep increasing and then ultimately apply the brakes for me if I fail to brake. So these driver assist features are really nice in this 2024 Toyota Tundra. See how easy it was to just bring it inside the gate. Let's now talk about the fuel economy. Of course, it's a full-size truck. Let's be real, fuel economy does matter. I'm getting around 13.5 liters for 100 kilometers in the city, and on the highway around 10.6 and between 11 for 100 kilometers. I would say this is a very respectable fuel economy for a truck of this size, which gives you so much power. It's not a surprise, it's a truck, it's not a Prius. But for the size and capability of this truck, it's a fair trade-off. As far as I'm concerned, I would say it's pretty manageable for day-to-day driving, and it's not going to break the bank. Let's talk about the resale value, and this is something every Tundra owner would really appreciate. Toyota as a brand has a reputation for long-lasting and dependable vehicles, which gives it a very high resale value compared to other vehicles in the market. In our Toyota lineup, Toyota Tundra really holds their value well. Now, whether I plan to trade it in after a couple of years or just sell it outright, I would expect a solid return as a resale value on this truck. Since I'm sitting on the tailgate of my truck, let's talk about the bed space. So I've just put few things in here right now. So as far as the bed is concerned, I have a 5.5-foot bed. Let me just brighten it a little bit. It's too dark. Okay, much better. Yeah, so I was saying whether you are loading up for a camping trip, moving furniture, or just doing a Home Depot run, Tundra's bed can handle it all. You can pack as much as you need, and trust me, this bed, look at the quality of it. It's a composite bed, so it's dent-proof, ding-proof, rust-proof. Now let's talk about power. When it comes to power, Toyota Tundra does not disappoint at all. So under the hood, you have a 3.5 liter V6 engine with twin turbo. This powerful engine gives you 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. So whether you're towing, hauling, or just merging on a highway, the minute you floor it, you will feel that surge of power. The turbos get so activated that you get that instant boost of torque. So you will never feel a shortage of power in Toyota Tundra. So guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're looking for a powerful, reliable and dependable truck that can fulfill all the needs of your family and some more, then Tundra should be on the top of your list. And if you're in Calgary, do give me a shout out. I'm here at Ninja Toyota. We'll be ready with the test drive model to take you around in the city and see how it works for you. Kindly share your comments and opinion in the comment section. If you are currently a Tundra owner, then you can also share your experience with me. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. I'm gonna see you next time in another review.